Good morning to all of you. Welcome to Legal Matters by Sai Babu Sunkara. Today we are going to discuss a case where the Honorable Delhi High Court differentiated between taunting for dowry and demanding for dowry. So taunting for dowry is distinguished from demanding for dowry. So taunting for dowry comes under Section 3 of the Dowry Prohibition Act 1961, whereas demand for dowry and additional dowry comes under Section 498A, that is harassment for dowry or showing cruelty, things like that. But please remember, they should not be confused, they should not be misunderstood. That's why I am making this video. This judgment has come very early, 2007 judgment. So you can read it as Mrs. or Srimati Neera Singh versus the state within bracket NCT, National Capital Territory of Delhi, 2007. You can see it in DMC 545. Though single judge Shri S.M. Dhingra, he stated that taunting for not bringing dowry is different from demand of dowry. Now we will get into the details of the case. The complainant, Mrs. Neera Singh, she alleged that, of course, they were married and after 1 year they were separated with Bishan Singh or somebody, his husband. So both of them were staying together, and father-in-law, mother-in-law and brothers of husband and their wives, they are staying in Ghaziabad. They were staying in different places. But the woman normally, as natural, she booked a case of 498A IPC against all persons. So taking into consideration, of course, the court did not believe the allegations against the father-in-law, mother-in-law, brother-in-laws and sister-in-laws, because they were residing separately in Ghaziabad. You will be surprised to know the allegations. First of all, let us know the allegations. The allegations against the husband are regarding beating. Okay, this may be there. Then having illicit relations with 35 girls. May be true or may not be true. Then forcing her to write suicide notes. Some people may do this also. And abusing her, taunting her, but she did not bring the required dowry. And threatening her, and of course, threatening her by saying that he will get another bride for belonging to a richer family. So while they were together in Rewari, that is the main important. That means husband and wife were in Rewari, whereas in-laws were in Ghaziabad. Of course, the case was registered against this gentleman, and the in-laws, they have filed a petition under section 482 for quashing the case against them. The trial court admitted the same, and they have actually discharged the charges against them. That is, quashed the charges against them. Against this, the matter has come to Delhi High Court. So this Neera Singh stated that the trial court has not appreciated the matter thoroughly. It has erroneously come to the conclusion that the father-in-law, mother-in-law are not involved. So now the court says, perusal of the record says that allegations of the complainant against the family members of the husband are for taunting dowry. That means for bringing insufficient dowry. It cannot be confused with 498A. No doubt, the record shows that prior to the marriage itself, they demanded for a car, they demanded for an air conditioner. Actually, the bride, she did not agree. Even she had an argument with her father, saying that, Papa, today, okay, since they are demanding, you are giving us dowry as a car and AC. Suppose if tomorrow they will ask you a flat, then what are you going to do? Then father said, no, it will not happen. But anyway, since they have asked, even you do not agree, we have already promised, we are giving. Then they gave the car. Of course, the AC, they said they will give at the marriage time. There was a delay. Of course, for that they have taunted. Here the fact is that the father-in-law, mother-in-law, actually they have taunted for dowry. That means it has bought very, very less dowry. That's all. They did not demand any additional dowry. So now the court differentiated. They stated that according to section 3 of the Dowry Prohibition Act, even demanding and taking, both of them are punishable under section 3. So therefore, a case should be registered under section 3 or 4, but not under 498A. The action against the father-in-law, mother-in-law in section 498A is dismissed. Only against the husband it remains. So why I am telling the case is mainly the difference between taunting, actually we call it, and demanding for dowry, right? As far as FIR, dowry demand was made before the marriage, already I told you the allegation. Okay, that's all. So the case can be taken as section 3 of DP Act, but not under section 498A. So quash, right? Very good judgment. Please read it. So please know the difference between taunting and demanding for additional dowry. Thank you.